Washington State University is one of 15 organizations to receive a large grant from the National Football League for sports medical research. The work done here has had fascinating results. We go now to Murrow News reporter Nick Dettorre, who has more on the story. Nick?
Thank you, Brandon. As the NFL season was just kicking off, the league awarded more than $1.5 million in medical research-related grants. Player safety, but particularly hits to the head, is a growing concern for the NFL. Researchers found that repeated hits to the head, like the one shown here, can cause concussions and lead to the neurodegenerative disease, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, commonly known as CTE. These slides depict the damage of CTE. The brain tissue to the left shows a normal brain. The one on the right is from a boxer. The image in the center shows the brain damage of a football player. According to PBS's Concussion Watch, there were 170 reported concussions in the NFL this past season, including a league-high 19 concussions in Week 12 alone. In September, Washington State University received a $100,000 grant from the NFL to research if neuro stem cells could repair an injured nervous system. Associate Professor Christoph Chaya leads the research.
What we hypothesize is that we are changing microenvironment in the nervous system, making it more friendly for triggering neurogenesis. So this actually can have a preventive potential.
Neurogenesis, the regeneration of damaged brain cells. Chaya's team used the active ingredient in chili peppers, capsaicin, to regenerate damaged neurons located outside of the brain. Later, these replaced damaged neurons inside the brain. For decades, neuroscience research has said this was impossible.
In our system, we see that 60 days after injury, number of cells is recovered to the original. Some of the characteristics are recovered after a year. So it's a long process.
To date, this research has been performed solely on rats. The team made the discovery 5 years ago, but it was after receiving the grant that their research really took off.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we go really carefully through all these steps, and it takes time and effort and money, of course. And you know, just marriage of NFL money and scientific knowledge, I think it's a perfect marriage.
The research won't reduce the number of concussions in the league, but the hope is that it could provide a method of treatment previously thought to be impossible to those who suffer from head trauma.
Nick,
Brandon, back to you.
Nick, how long until we see this performed on humans?
It's a great question, Brandon. I spoke with Dr. Chaya earlier this afternoon, and he told me it really depends on the funding. So if he's able to get additional grant money, it will speed up his research and speed up the process to getting it to people. Brandon?
Nick Dettorre reporting live from the control room. Thank you, Nick.